Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Podcast about everything, nothing, all at the same time. Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, man. Good job. Good job. Proud of you. Where's JP, man?
You couldn't make it.
Oh,
Couldn't make it this week.
yeah. So I one of the things I have written down, it's kind of like a
Jot it down.
yeah, typed. It's kind of like a joint or like a group. Dude, you have to put your phone on
I
silent
know.
before
I
we
missed
start.
the volume down,
Man.
and that was the muted.
Anyways, it's kind of like a group together because it's two things. It's like more video calls and or like video guests for the podcast, and possibly like another co-host because I mean, one of them doesn't show up ever, and the other one's
The
trying.
one that exists.
Existence is weird.
Construct.
Yeah. But I don't know.
This might
Do
go
you,
in the seat. How does JP do it?
How would you feel about trying to find somebody else? Not to like necessarily replace JP. It started lavaing.
It's a bubble.
Yeah. It immediately took your attention. Not necessarily like replacing JP, but like someone, I don't know, is there
Third or fourth seat. I
Yeah.
don't have my notes.
Yeah. Just, someone else to bounce ideas and crazy topics and
Getting into
such
a little
off of.
setup here.
Yeah,
See
we're
it.
trying to change things around here a little bit. I was just talking to you about, changing some lights and some settings out here to
Add some effects.
add some effects and some other things.
On that note, talking about effects reminds me of my notes here. The T-Rex noise used in Jurassic Park. You know where they got that noise from?
No.
Koala bear.
Koala bear.
Koala bear. That
Okay.
is what a koala bear.
Words.
Koala bear sounds like during one of his calls, but that kind of surprised me.
Oh yeah.
And then
I had no idea.
I was watching the movie Shazam, the second one.
The second one, The Fury of the Gods.
Right. And that dragon made what sounded like a T-Rex. And I'm like, is that a koala bear? Yes, it did. Did it again?
Did you look it up?
Interesting. No, I should.
Oh, I guess
See.
you weren't that curious. But no, that's cool. Koala bear.
Yeah, it's interesting.
How did they know that Tyrannosaurus Rex sounded like that?
I mean, they don't. It was just the noise that they made. They're like, you know what? That sounds
T-Rex-ish.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a dinosaur.
But who knows what a dinosaur sounds like?
Nobody.
Who imagined that in the first place? It's like, oh, this dinosaur.
I mean, out in the wild too, hearing something like that would be.
Bro,
that'd be intense.
It would be, but
I'd be frightened. A friend of mine, when he's frightened in the woods, he ran 15 feet forward and then just turned around with his stick. And I was like, smart. Well, the rest of us kind of like paused to see where the noise was.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't me.
No, it wasn't.
No.
We weren't that smart. We would have been chopped liver.
Oh, yeah, no. We have had quite a few wilderness adventures, though.
Mm-hmm.
I know Scott, last time I hung out with Scott, he was like, man, I want to go. I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
He said the last time he went was with us, like when we all went with
a long time back.
Yeah, with my family. Yeah.
I mean, that was
a couple years ago.
Barely scraping, what we used to do.
Yeah.
It was a different style.
Yeah. However, I might have been spoiled with this last camping trip I went to with my dad, and where we had like the cabin and everything.
Your projector screen.
Smart thinking. No, like we were in a cabin with like TVs and everything. It was nice.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah,
That time.
that
Mhm.
time. I haven't been camping in a while either. But
Scott and I were talking about Unicoi in Georgia.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cindy just got back from Georgia.
Yeah. We were hiking through them woods, probably about a good like 2 miles, and then all of a sudden there's like this amphitheater in the middle of the woods
Oh, that
on the
sounds dope.
trail, mixed with a whole bunch of deer. It was kind of nice.
Yeah,
Conversed a lot through the woods.
yeah. Connecting with the earth. The best part of camping.
Now, I didn't do it barefoot. People say apparently if you wear shoes, you're not connecting to the earth. But like I'm sorry,
We've talked
you're walking
about
barefoot, you're gonna get destroyed. Bugs, rock stick. Oh,
we've talked about this before.
yeah.
No, I can't. And actually, in all honesty, like since we talked about it, because last time you mentioned it, I don't remember if it was on camera or not.
So,
I don't. But you mentioned like you're supposed to like you know uh,
to get
ground
grounded,
yourself.
yeah, with the
And
earth.
you told me that the last time you told me that it was a day after I had seen it online too. Like I saw a video where
Video
someone
about
was
it.
saying, I was like, all right, so it was two people in one day, and like so I like tried. Can't I can't. I
Shine
just
your flashlight out at night. You see the little sparkles, green, sometimes red. It might be dew, but no, it's a spider, bug, insect.
I mean
Critters that like think if you're gonna harm them, they're gonna
the
give you a nice
ants
little
out.
bite.
The ants out here are
Oh
crazy.
god, I'd get destroyed. I'd get destroyed in your yard.
I
I'll
don't.
just stop in the one spot.
It's not even just like I'm afraid of like getting bit by bugs and spiders and such.
I'm not
That I just
afraid.
don't want
I
like
hate the
I
irritation.
don't want to touch. I don't want to touch the ground.
My finger starts itching, and then I look, and it's like these two little ass bites. Spider somewhere.
Yeah,
But it's just annoying. Best.
you're afraid of spiders.
But I'm not afraid. I just don't like things that can sneak up on you. I mean, it's like snorkeling in the ocean by yourself. Like, I don't know if you've ever done it. It's scary.
I wouldn't.
You got to stay out of your head because like anything can come at you from 360 once you get a certain distance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're in the ocean.
Yeah. And like I was snorkeling by myself in Deerfield Beach,
That's silly.
and someone was on the beach, but they weren't snorkeling with me. And I saw this tall line of seagrass, and it had like a T-bone, like went down. It was probably like 4 feet tall and such. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm like, okay, I see a pier, so I'm like swimming parallel with it, but probably 2 minutes looking down like at everything, you look back up and you're all disoriented. And then it just looked like sharks coming up out of there. It just gets freaky because there's nothing you could do. They come so quick.
Yeah. I ever tell you about
When you lost all my snorkels here,
you were there. I don't have to tell you about it. And it wasn't necessarily my fault.
I know, but that thing dropped. We all looked at each other like,
it was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody can go that deep.
Well, we noticed
Rainbow River.
We
I'm sure they've
noticed
already
it
found
was
it.
gone. Like, oh,
Yeah,
someone's got it.
It got untied from the raft.
Yeah, I don't. My bad. It was an accident.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I just thought it was funny.
But no, I got stung by a man o' war. You know what a man o' war is? It's like a
Man o' war,
yeah. I'm probably saying that all wrong.
but I can spell it that way.
Probably it's like a jellyfish.
Mm.
I was young. I was probably like 11, maybe 12. In Daytona Beach. I was boogie boarding. We were out there on a family vacation. I was boogie boarding, and yeah.
Zoom in on that.
Ah.
That's interesting though.
Yeah. So I was like swimming. I had the boogie board like here, and I'm just kind of floating, and I didn't see it, and it came, and you saw the tentacles, the tentacle or the
under the water,
right, but
like,
that's what stings you,
right,
and the head went over my shoulder,
all
wrapped
the tentacles,
all the way around like a seatbelt.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
mean, that thing was huge too. So if you're younger, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it sucked.
Yeah, so I can definitely see why you might hate swimming in the ocean.
I mean, I'm just not a big fan of beaches
Mhm.
anymore.
I remember when we went kayaking on the beach.
Yeah,
That was fun. St.
yeah,
Augustine.
we've done some things.
Yeah, I love that sunrise on the side of the coast.
That was
That was nice.
nice.
Yeah.
That's the kind of beach I like. Not very bright, not very busy, and not in the water.
Mhm.
You know, I just I get my toes wet, but I don't necessarily like to be. I did that a lot when I was a kid, so
It was cold too.
that wasn't even like the first bad thing that ever happened to me while I was boogie boarding at Daytona Beach. I had other incidents out there as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't really like Daytona then, huh?
I don't
Just
hate
the
it.
beaches. It's the beaches.
I don't hate it. I don't I avoid the water. Like it's
You're not at the beach and you're getting gators.
I don't mind the gators.
Yeah, I know.
When we went for that hike, Mayaca at the deep hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many? I think it was 50. They only allow 50, or was it 20?
50 people a day
Yeah.
to sign a waiver to go out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was a ridiculous amount of gators.
I remember Scott and I were biking around the campsite, and then we just saw this trail that just became marsh. And I got Taz on my back, so we stopped. I let Taz out, and it got scary, kind of like that snorkeling. Man, we were out in some deep marsh, and then all this tall grass, and we're just like, I think we should maybe kind of stick over here to this side.
Yeah, man. Them gators, they don't play around here.
Mm-hmm. That's when Taz was nicknamed Gator Bait.
Yeah, I called him Gator Bait the whole time. Because you took your little dog on a hike to find alligators. Like, that's exactly what we were doing.
I mean, he's a dog that you're worried in the park that a hawk could come by and just pick him up and take off with him.
Worried? Hell, I was hoping.
Yep.
But yeah, and then I love my favorite memory about that camping trip, right, and that hike specifically, is that we were going to, we were heading to the deep hole. What are you doing over there?
I got that boot rubbing on the table.
You need to stop, man. But we were still heading to the deep hole, and there was a sign clearly posted, so no animals or no pets. And we got stopped by Florida Fish and Wildlife. They wanted to talk to me. Huh?
Why don't you go through all that?
No, because I love the way I tell this story. Puts you in such a light that I love to put you in.
Why?
Well, because we got stopped by Florida Fish and Wildlife.
What's the light?
So, I mean, just be patient.
Light.
Be patient.
Yeah,
Okay.
He loves fucking telling this story.
Yeah, well, yeah. But now I'm saying it on camera. I'm gonna put it online.
Not if I flabbergast it for another 15 minutes.
You're gonna try to filibuster me.
Yeah.
Just keep talking so I can't get it
flabbergast.
out.
Surprise!
Either way, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
You want me to not tell a story? That hurt your feelings?
Not relevant.
I mean, well,
it was on the way back.
It was on the way back. Okay, that's even better.
On the way there was no shade.
There was no shade.
And 2.5 mile, 2 mile.
There was quite a bit. There was one tree here and there.
We huddled up.
Yeah, that was where we
take a water break.
Yeah, we had to get some shade, but we got stopped by Florida Fish and Wildlife because they wanted to talk to me about my drone that I had on.
Rule breaker. I mean, he should know he shouldn't be flying drones on the beach.
I wasn't flying it, and we weren't on the beach. We were in the woods, and I wasn't flying it. I just had it. I had it tied to the back of my backpack, so like you could see it. It was out. And so Florida Fish and Wildlife just stopped, talked to me about the drone. They're like, you can't fly your drone here. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's just, that's how it's stored on my backpack. That's how I keep it. And he was like, all right, you guys have a good day. And they went to leave. And Alex was like, oh, sorry about my dog. And the guy's like, what?
He was about to attack him.
Yeah, there was a sign back there that said no pets allowed, but I brought him. I'm sorry. And the guy looked at him just kind of like confused, like, why on earth would you even tell me? I was leaving.
Yep. Alex talks too much sometimes.
Alex does talk too much sometimes. However,
I also get very guilty in front of cops.
Even
when I'm not guilty. I mean, that time was a dog, but
right. They stopped me.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
But then I knew I was clear.
We all knew you were clear.
Well, I knew for sure.
At
that moment,
we were already on our way out. What were they going to do? Like ask us?
They could do plenty.
No, they're Florida Fish and Wildlife.
You got a drone. Dog.
Oh, what are they going to do? Call the cops? They can't do anything except call the cops. They could write us citations for hunting and fishing, which we weren't doing. They cannot detain us. They don't have the authority to detain us. They're not
legally.
Well, we weren't breaking any fish and wildlife laws. You know,
no pets allowed.
They're Florida Fish and Wildlife.
Right.
They can only enforce those kind of civil infractions because they're not even laws. They're just civil infractions. I mean, so to speak. I don't know if they're actual laws. Like, don't quote me. I'm not a lawyer. But I know for sure they can't detain us. However, the fun part of that story now is that Alex talks too much.
Well, they also offered us a ride after we passed the last bit of shade on the way back.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. We definitely couldn't get in that truck. Aside from the dog and drone,
no.
We're good. We'll walk it.
Yeah, we were good. However, you talk too much, but now we found an outlet for you talking too much. And we're doing
What's that?
Right now. Right now, we're doing it. It's our podcast.
It's different, though.
Well, I mean,
I get notes.
You're just making me work. I mean, it's not very hard to do that in the editing anymore, but
it's already a saved picture.
Yeah, so it's just
plop it in.
Yeah, but now I gotta listen more clearly during the editing to know when to put it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you watch it anyways.
Definitely like to get back out hiking.
Yeah,
I mean
that.
I don't know if I have a sleeping bag for snow, but
that brings me to something else I had written down was doing recording a show elsewhere, like shooting a podcast somewhere else, not necessarily like here, but like
Jack could come with.
Yeah, no, we can make it happen. It's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So, how would you feel about that?
Do that.
I know we can.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
We've already discussed the fact that we can.
We can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But like we can go camping and shoot like an outdoor podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to make it like a good background scenery or something. I got something good in the background.
Right. And if we like, if we like become like a real business, like we could write that off as a business trip.
I mean, technically, it is a business.
I mean, we're not a real.
Yeah. Oh.
Real businesses have customers.
Oh, we're going up on them subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah, going up a little bit.
It's kind of like a stock market. It goes up.
Yeah.
Better hit it quick. It's going to keep going up.
Crypto's going up.
Man, I have not watched that since our last position together. I
still keep an eye on it a little bit, but I'm not like super. But it's going up a little.
I got better chances at casino.
I got better chances at scratch off.
Yeah.
I have to go. I'm going to the casino this week. Not to gamble or anything.
I heard you're getting some money.
I'm not getting any money. Well, I won a gift card, but that's irrelevant.
Mm.
So So Cindy won employee of the quarter there, and it's thousands of people that work there. So a lot of people get employee, not a lot, but a lot of, you know, a handful get employee of the quarter every quarter. So at the end of the year, they have a party for all the,
Quarterly winners.
yeah, for the whole year. And they have a party and a dinner for them all. So
Nice.
yeah, I'll go there and enjoy myself.
My job celebrated employee like a game changer of the month. They're like, we're gonna start doing this. That was 2 months ago.
And then
They only
nothing.
did it once.
That's all.
This is the third month now, and it's like that was a good idea you guys had.
That sounds about right.
I mean, even if
I've
it
worked
wasn't me
there.
being the game changer, like I would have known somebody else was, but yeah, nothing on it.
No, I worked there. That sounds about right.
But yeah, it got me kind of thinking, like, man, I should have gone with that casino technician job. Need to look back into that, get back in the technician field, but
I mean, I'm sure they're always hiring.
but
But
we get some more subscribers.
yeah. No, I want
Likes,
you.
share.
I want you to run the merch.
Yeah, told you. Yeah, ideas I
Not necessarily like you're in charge of all of the artistic decisions, but like
all of it. You guys heard that?
no, I no, no, definitely not. Definitely not with set design because that means you would just leave crap at my house all the time. More crap than you already do leave here. But no, like running the website and everything, and like I can still make, send you art that I make and think would be interesting.
I've been slacking on that social.
Yeah, I know, no, but I figure I could take that back over and you could start up the merch and everything. Here's some weird sounds outside. I don't know what they are. But
Was it Griffin?
a griffin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't know. All 2 subscribers or all of our subscribers.
We're getting close to 100.
Right, but I don't know if they'd be interested in buying some merch. We've talked about it before, but like I don't know.
I just kind of want a T-shirt now with my name in Alex's corner with the flowers. I want to have to get that one made.
Oh, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like you could run the store, and like that could be one of the items up for sale, as well as some of the other things that like I've
talked about
you.
us being in a submarine.
I'll have to. I'm not ready to show you, but I've started making that.
Have you?
Yeah. I started. It's on my my other computer, but I started making something like that.
That was a cool idea.
No, I thought it was a cool idea too, so I started making it.
Yeah. Hasn't been developed yet. It needs to be developed. It was a cool idea.
No, I've started
Right.
on it. I'm not to the point to where I should show you, but I have some things put together.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a design I've been working on. Because you mentioned that idea, so I was like, oh, okay, I can try to do something like that because I've been trying to get more artistic or whatnot. Not even like I'm an artist or anything. I've asked some people to help out, and they're busy. Life gets busy, so I just
when you can't pay someone, you learn.
Right. So
I love how people nowadays you're like, hey, you want to play this new game, or hey, you want to do this? I don't know how to. No one knows anything till you do it.
Right.
But along with my ADD, it's also where like the jack of all trade comes in. It's good because I get hyper focused on different things. Like I was an electrician for a while when I was in the sub.
What?
The subwoofers.
Oh, yeah.
You had to learn all that electricity there to get the nice sounds.
Yeah.
The paints or
Did it paint?
We do the hydro dipping.
Yeah. I have on my list here. Cindy talked to me about it. We want to put together another puffin paint.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
And, we did quite a few of those. Too.
Yeah. Well, no, she's got some other friends of hers that wanna join. So we haven't done it in a while. That haven't done it. So
yeah, bring all the casino friends.
I don't. Not all of them. Like,
you should bring someone.
I know what you mean, but no, I thought about doing it like outside, like projecting it onto the side the side of the building with my projector. I make it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Use that little easel too.
I mean, possibly, but we have plenty of tables now too. Plenty of tables and chairs now. So
how come?
Well, you and me, like I specifically bought a bunch of tables and chairs for our parties that we I don't know, parties, events, whatever.
Yeah, mine are old card tables from mom, grandfather, and she was like, "These ways, like let me just see if Ian wants it first."
Well, yeah, that's useful. That's useful.
Yeah,
a table.
I'm trying to limit it to useful.
Yeah,
especially those bricks are going to be useful.
Yeah, we forgot. I asked you about those the other day, and then we forgot to talk about it. Yeah, we don't necessarily have to talk about it now.
On that note, I told you about how my mom broke down the motorcycle.
Oh,
and it wouldn't start.
Throwing her under the bus.
Well, I mean, the bike wouldn't start, so it wasn't her fault. But I asked the gentleman to help push me so we can bump start it. And then we couldn't do it, so he's like, "Oh, I got a motorcycle trailer at home, but I got my card I can give you." Got his card. Looked at it later that night, and it's Sam's Odd Jobs.
Oh,
so they do like odd jobs, house clean outs, and such, and then other odd jobs. And I was like, this would have been helpful a few weeks ago.
Moving bricks. Would have hired. I don't know what those brick claws or whatever they were, brick tongs.
They're so much better.
Yeah, it helped. We unloaded them pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. What other things you got? You want to talk about?
You know what I'm saying?
I do. But that's not mentioning anything.
No.
My
notes here. Kind of forget one thing. So naturally, we know the equator it's hotter, right? Because you're hotter in the middle.
Well, I mean, so I've been told. I'm not a scientist, and I've never been there.
No, it gets hotter.
I've never been there.
Yeah, but you've been down south of Florida.
Miami.
You've been to Miami? Yeah. Have you been to the Keys?
No.
Oh, boy, you cook. You cook. Like,
I'd like to go to the Keys one time.
That's where I became, like, Hispanic. Because I had a mustache, and it's where I was identified by a security.
You're going to get canceled.
Because in Key West, you can't be in downtown. You can't be under 18 in downtown Key West after like 10 p.m. My friend and I, Rocco, were healing through downtown Key West, just running up and down the streets healing. And we got stopped.
As one does.
Yes.
Like you say that so casually, like everyone's just out healing.
It's great exercise.
Yeah. Alex wore Heelys way too late as an adult.
I still kind of want some, but like a buddy of mine's got some, but we don't really hang out enough to be able to. Anyhow,
can't justify
it. You can't do it with somebody. Then
adult Heelys.
When you're walking with people, they're just way behind you. Like, slow ass.
It's funny. Like now we're out of time. You can't really finish your story.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta end it off on Alex had Heelys.
I got stopped by the security, and they said I have a white male, which was Rocco, and his Hispanic friend, which was me. Because Rocco, like he can't get tan or anything. He was just red and white.
Right.
And like I was like tan, mustache, Hispanic. So it cooks you. The Keys, it's hot. Very, very
Moral
hot.
of the story: rock Heelys.
Rock Heelys.
Rock Heelys.
Heelys. Oh, we're not quite out yet. Yeah. So the equator, the Earth rotation and the spinning.
Neil
deGrasse Tyson was saying that your weight is lighter because the Earth is spinning at a rotation, trying to like spin you off almost. So like it's like you're lighter because you're spinning at a different speed.
That makes sense.
That's why kind of north south or North Pole and
I'm not a
Antarctica
scientist,
are kind of more icy because they spin less.
but most of my like science knowledge comes from Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I have to take your word for it.
I mean, yeah, because you don't really. He's the. You, you'll need to check his facts.
Yeah.
I mean, what you just need to make sure you're reading his lips right. Otherwise, it might be the AI overwrite where they're just faking it.
Right.
Fake.
Right.
See a lot of Joe Rogan going around.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Bye.